This is the true story of a young girl whose light shines through the darkest moments of her life. Despite relentless hardship, Pema's courage and strength illuminate a path of hope and self-discovery. Join us in a conversation and action to prevent bullying and support those in need. My name is Pema. Life has woven a complex tapestry for me, threading together moments that have defined who I am today. Now, I stand as a beacon of bravery, confidence, and joy, a far cry from the 6-year-old girl, shy but open-minded, dreaming of success. Yet, each passing day, she buried her dreams deeper beneath layers of reality. In my youth, financial instability shadowed my family, leading them to send me to live with my aunt. This place became the stage for my nightmares. I accepted this fate, perhaps as the eldest daughter does, growing beyond her years, maturity forced upon her because she has a sister to care for. At school, I was marked as an orphan, my parents' absence painting me with isolation. It stung to see cousins embraced by the love I yearned for. Instead, I received only harsh words and unjust punishment. Alone, with no one to confide in, I watched other children share their days with parents while I faced ridicule for my family's poverty. I was pushed downstairs, arriving home to blame and punishment, my pain invisible, my voice unheard. Another day, the same tormentors tore at my books and shoved me against a spiked fence, their laughter piercing as my arm bled. I returned home, stained with blood, only to be met with punishment, not questions. The scars on my right arm eternally whisper of those moments. My only wish was to be with my parents, to feel their love. Eventually, I returned to my parents, my scars prompting a whispered, "What happened?" I lied, nothing, to spare them worry. I thought being home meant safety, but it was just another illusion. My attempts to express my emotions were silenced. I was the caretaker, the strong one, not allowed to show weakness. I sacrificed my happiness for my sister, keeping my struggles silent, for there was no one to listen. Middle school was no sanctuary either. It was filled with those eager to tear me down. Yet, I held my ground thanks to a friend who cared. But even she was taken from me by illness, leaving me to face my battles alone. She was more than just a friend. She was like the blue pine standing tall against the high mountain winds, a constant in my life. Her laughter was a soft rustle of pine needles in the breeze, a sound that soothed my bruised soul. We shared everything, from the shade of the blue pine in our schoolyard, secrets, dreams, fears, and her presence made the world seem less daunting. When she fell ill, it was as if the blue pine's blue-green needles had started to fade. The day she left us, it was as if the most vibrant blue pine had lost its color. The void her absence left was vast and echoing, like a once lush forest turned silent. I wandered through my days, lost in a fog of grief. The laughter and joy that once filled my life now gave way to an oppressive silence. I felt alone in a crowd, disconnected from the world around me, Her loss was a stark reminder of how fragile life could be, and it intensified my own struggles and fears. Facing the world without her was a daunting task. The only person who had stood by my side was gone, and in her absence, the loneliness and isolation I felt were magnified. I was lonelier than ever, and her passing marked the beginning of a period of profound introspection and soul searching. It was during this time that I faced another tragedy in grade 9 that turned my world upside down. A senior assaulted me. I kept silent, fearing judgment and lacking support. I moved to a new city, hoping for a fresh start, but the pattern of bullying persisted. Only now I could fight back. But then another betrayal. A trusted friend broke me with his actions. Overwhelmed and lost, I sought to end my pain but found myself waking from a coma, beginning a journey of self-acceptance. I started to discover who I truly am, and with each new insight, I grew to love myself more. For my openness, my willingness to help, and even my flaws. If I could speak to my younger self, I would say, I'm sorry for being so brutal to you. None of it was your fault, and I'm proud of you for your resilience. You were always enough, always worthy. I love you for who you are.